he's telling people, we need to go into the Capitol, which is incitement. That's premeditated, that's incitement. He's on video saying it.
Break down the barriers and disregard the police. This Capitol belongs to us.
He's instigating violence. He's trying to provoke people or catalyze people into committing illegal acts so that the government can't arrest them.
We all watched on election night, our election stolen from us in real time.
That's what undercover federal assets do.
A lot of strange things happened there. A lot of strange things with people being waved into the Capitol by police, with people screaming, go in.
These politicians don't represent us. They betray us. And now we are forcibly evicting them from the people's house.
They act as a honeypot. They goad people into committing crimes. And then this allows law enforcement to come in and arrest people that they wanted to arrest anyway.
Police are evacuating the Capitol.
No one has explained why a person videoed urging people to go to the Capitol, a person whose conduct was so suspect, the crowd thought he was a Fed, would magically disappear from the list of people the FBI was looking at.
And when members of America First breached the barriers, ignored the police, and stormed the Capitol like Fuentes told them to, he wasn't even questioned by law enforcement, nor did he have any devices seized from him.
It would suggest, because they're not interested in him, that maybe he's a part of the government itself.
He states online that they seized the financial assets in his bank account and that he was put on a do not board list with the TSA. Very small price to pay for not being questioned by law enforcement, being able to plead the entire time, and really facing zero consequences for inciting this kind of thing. People were getting life sentences. 50-year-old men were getting 20 plus years in prison for this. And you could say, well, they've been pardoned. You can't bring back the dead. I'm not just talking about Ashley Babbitt. There were people who had standoffs with the federal government and didn't walk away from it. This is all public information. You can Google this. In the letter from Homeland Security and TSA, they state that he was put on this do not board list for like the 6-month period or whatever it was, because on a live stream on January 4th, 2021, he jokingly threatened to strangle flight attendants. So not on the basis of reputation, not on the basis of anything political, but because he made threats online to flight attendants. In 2022, when he claimed to have been debanked or banned from Bank of America, this would be one of the first of many institutions he's claimed to have been banned from. They actually talk about this in the deposition. Him and his lawyers state he received a letter from Bank of America saying that 2 of his cards were going to be canceled, and as far as they understood, his account was going to be closed. Bank of America issued these kinds of letters to thousands of people that same year, and the CFPB had to step in, issue all these fines, order corrective measures, and I think it's a little weird that the first year he was debanked was the same year this malfunction happens. He claims to have letters from these institutions saying it's on the basis of reputation. I would be curious to see if he could present any of this evidence, especially to the people who were giving him money and supporting him. As we're starting to see presidential candidates start popping up for 2028, I'm getting a little bit worried because he would use you guys for cannon fodder in 2020, but when 2024 rolled around, he just couldn't endorse the Republican candidate. It's like he has this obsession with destroying the GOP to catapult himself, and I don't understand it, and I feel like he's laying the groundwork for 2028, and that's why he's softening the rhetoric, and he's changing his approach up a little bit. He talks all the time about how you have to take control over the opposition, and only then can you really change things on the right. And that's why I think he's constantly obsessed with attacking people on the right, too, no matter what they say. When Groypers send him super chats asking for advice on how to get involved in local politics, he discourages you from doing that.
Like, how can we do activism in our town? Go to a different town that matters and get power there. Go to Harvard, then work in New York or DC.
He preaches traditionalism while rejecting women and the idea of a family at every turn. People like Paul Miller are too hateful and too extreme.
You know, I don't know why Nick is telling people there's a political solution. It's like, so you're talking about violent revolution? For too long, every year we vote, we subscribe, we contribute, we are a part of the system. As long as we get a voice to our concerns, we say, okay. Maybe next year they'll do something about it. It's time for Americans to be unreasonable and to demand more, always. It's time for us to be insatiable. It's time for us to be demanding and angry. No, when people start to talk about violent revolution, that automatically makes me suspect.
And just like in 1776, God is on our side in this fight.
He does come across to me as not a very loving person. Yeah, none of you understand me at all. And most of you don't understand me because you're too stupid and you never will. The vast majority of you can't understand the show because you just don't know anything at all about any of it.
How can I gain more knowledge about the topics you talk about, such as news outlets you follow?
You can't, you never will. You can't, and you never will. Doesn't seem to me to be Christian.
The brutality, I guess, seems like a little slightly more brutal. Of course, Taliban rule, not American rule.
It's Joseph Stalin's birthday. Oh, I'm a fan.
You're a fan of Stalin's.
Mm-hmm. Always an admirer.
And part of me is worried that he will endorse someone like Gavin Newsom, especially if it's J.D. Vance and Gavin Newsom, just to create that little bit of chaos and to usurp the GOP, even if he doesn't align with his beliefs or any of the beliefs of his followers. I'm not just saying he's an agent provocateur or a contrarian. I think he's operating as a funnel, because you have to understand there's an entire sphere of politics and people in this political world. They see this very decisive vote in America, these young, college-age, military-age young men, predominantly white men, and they don't understand you. They don't know how to talk to you. They don't know how to appeal to you as a voter, and they would do, say, or pay anything if it meant cracking that code.
Looking at the answer right here, it's staring me in the face. Do I have to spell it out for you? Not some mystery benefactor, singular, right? That would raise too many questions. However, stay with me here. Zombies, for instance. He can make it so 20 or 30,000 little donations come in from all over the U.S. and Canada. 10, 20, 50 bucks a pop, all paid in full, nice and neat, untraceable, from the good-hearted people of the world to Mr. Walter H. White, cancer saint. I'm getting a warm and fuzzy feeling just thinking about it.
Don't get involved in local politics because that's stupid and meaningless. I'll let you know when it's important and who to vote for. Don't start your own family or get married. You're gonna be miserable anyway. You only need a male heir. Rub elbows with elites. Worry about making money so you can send it to me. I just think it's important that we're always pushing for the truth and asking really, really hard questions, because this world is not going to end with a bang. It's going to end with a whimper from the mouths of hollow men filled with straw.